Hello and welcome to CB Astronomy. As some of you may have noticed, I'm uploading 2 videos in one day. There's a couple of reasons for this. The main one though is because I felt that the 2 videos went well together. The first one being my Doppler effect and gravitational lensing video, which if you haven't already watched, please go and do now. But yeah, so this video is a brief history of the Hubble Telescope and its soon to be launched successor, the James Webb Space Telescope. So the Hubble Telescope is named after an American astronomer named Edwin Hubble. He was the one who figured out that we live in an expanding universe, and this was the foundation for the Big Bang Theory. That's the scientific theory and not the TV show. But yeah, so Hubble was launched on the 24th of April 1990, but it wasn't without its faults. There were several missions to service Hubble because it developed faults. The first of which was in December 1993. The reason this mission was needed was because the primary mirror was manufactured incorrectly, and it was ground too flat by 2.2 microns. This is a tiny distance, but it caused a thing called spherical aberration. What this does is the images that came back to us were very fuzzy, and the aberration is caused by some of the light being scattered rather than reflected back into the sensors. But yeah, they got that fixed. The second service mission was launched in February 1997. The aim of this was to install instruments that would increase the wavelength range of Hubble. So yeah, to just give it a wider range of wavelengths that it could take in and interpret, because a lot was just going overhead and we were limited in what we could see. The third mission was split up into 2 parts. So the first was December 1990. The reason that this mission was launched was because 4 out of 6 of Hubble's gyroscopes were after failing, and it needs a minimum of 3 to stay stable. So it was put in a state of dormancy called safe mode, and it was left there just to wait until it was serviced properly. So then in March 2002, the reason for this mission was to replace the solar panels of Hubble, and it added the advanced camera for surveys. This replaced the faint object camera. One thing I love about NASA, they're not very imaginative with their titles. They will just call things the Very Large Telescope or the faint object camera. They literally just say what it is on the tin. But the final mission was to bring 2 new instruments up to Hubble: the Cosmic Origin Spectrograph and the Wide Field Camera 3. They also replaced or repaired even 2 other instruments that had failed. But yeah, even despite of its missions that it had to be fixed, like there was another little side note: the astronauts that went up to fix Hubble, they had a bit of a tradition of hugging the telescope before leaving, which I just think is gas. But Hubble gave us so much insight into how the universe works. It gave us insights into the expansion of the universe, the growth of galaxies, planets orbiting other stars. Gave us insights into dark matter, black holes, nebulae, supernovae, and many more. And Hubble was just a fantastic telescope. Now it's still being used, but all good things must come to an end, and Hubble's end comes in the form of the James Webb Space Telescope. Now this is going to be launched in May 2020, according to the NASA website. Now the James Webb Space Telescope has a 6.5 meter primary mirror, which is absolutely massive, and one of the one of the main differences between Hubble and James Webb is that the distances that they orbit the Earth. So Hubble orbited at 570 kilometers away from the Earth, but the James Webb Space Telescope is going to be orbiting at 1.5 million kilometers from Earth. The reason for this is because at that point it'll use its solar shield to block out any light and heat from the sun, which reflects off Earth or the moon, and this will help keep it cool. This is vital for infrared telescopes because heat travels in the form of infrared radiation, so being able to block out interference from the sun gives it a much better ability to detect infrared light coming from distant stars or galaxies. Now, according to the NASA website, the main difference between Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope, which is a mouthful to say, but excuse me. So Hubble was able to see what they called the toddler galaxies. So galaxies after forming and maybe a couple of years into their evolution. But the James Webb Space Telescope will be able to see the baby galaxies as they first formed, but due to the expansion of the universe, the light from those galaxies is redshifted, and since the James Webb Space Telescope is much further out than Hubble, it'll have less interference, and with the advances that we've made in technology, it'll have a much better camera and a much more sensitive detector, and that's why it's going to be able to see these previously unseen baby galaxies, and it'll give us an unseen view of the early universe as well, which is absolutely fantastic because due to the way light travels in space, it's looking even further back in time. But so that's all I have for today. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the James Webb Space Telescope for any modifications or updates on its launch. I'll probably be using the coffee vlogs to update that, but I'll put that in the description of the future videos as I make them. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. It'll be in the top left corner of the video either now or in a few seconds. But it would really mean a lot to me, and usual stuff is in the description. The Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat is there now. Please follow them just so you don't miss any updates on the content. If my schedule changes, I'll have to delay videos or put it forward. But thanks for watching, and see you later.